As you probably read by the title, this changes I'd like to see made with For Honor. Now, right now, I can only think of... Hold on, let me look. Only four, maybe 5 characters I can think of that really need changing as of right now. And those 4, maybe 5 would be Black Prior, Conqueror, and I'm not like a full rework. I'm just gonna say it right now. JJ and Shaolin, maybe Shinobi, because I do think his health is ridiculously low right now, but a good Shinobi can get around that. It's fine. It's just not finding like gang stuff. But there is now 4. Alright, so I listed off that good 4. Now the only thing I think Conk needs is a pretty simple change. And what that change is something similar to how Warlord and fucking cancer that it is, when he does it, Voidiger, how those two can almost immediately throw down their full guards and get a counter out of it. I think that would be a good thing for Conqueror for only one reason. And that is because I think Conqueror is just, like, because the reason is because Conqueror, like, that, the only thing he has right now, he can't even do a normal feint. Let's remember that. It's not like he doesn't need to. He needs to, because he can't do a normal feint whatsoever and has not really much of a moveset. I'm a fairly decent Conk, I'd say so. I'm not sure, though. No. But, so, anyway, all I'd say he needs is like a almost immediate throwdown for a shield. But the only reason I say that is because, like, that's part of his feints, it's part of a lot of maneuvers, and, I mean, Warlord literally already does the same thing, except, he can throw out a full-on, heavy out of it anyway by itself, the full guard. So basically, I'm just saying, do a very similar thing to what Warlord already has, you know, you block something and get a free heavy attack, pretty much, except with Conqueror. And with the one downside that it can't be thrown out at any time. Alright? That's the only thing I'd like to see. Now for Black Prior, I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna go with the 2 Night Boys for right now, but I say he needs a nerf. Now before you get mad at me saying, oh yeah, so what, blah blah blah, get mad at me because Black Prior I've already seen is a very popular character. The only thing he needs a nerf to is that bulwark stance. And I could imagine people getting mad at me for saying this, but alright, so apparently it's completely reasonable and completely fair for a character to have, what am I thinking of? Oh yeah, a almost immediately thrown down, easy, not that hard to time, it's like parry timing, a stance that would do about the damage of 2 heavies. And that is for basically full guarding literally anything but a guard break. And the fact that it can be whipped out almost immediately and you can't react to it really, I've seen it. I've been spammed with it before by a friend. And boy did it fucking annoy me. The thing is, it's not fair. Because you could get very easy, like it's just too easy to punish people this way. Considering it can be thrown out to literally everything except for a guard break. So basically you could just not be touched with this guy as long as you've got your timing right and you know how to, like, I don't know, counter guard break. I mean, the only hit they get off of you with this type of logic is that glitch where he trades blows with the enemy that he bulwarks, even though it makes no sense. Which I think they could fix that as well, but Thing is, though, is it's not fair to have something like that be immediately whipped out to give you basically 2 free heavies worth of damage just because, oh yeah, I threw down a full guard at the right time. Because, I mean, you look at Warlord, you look at even Conqueror, basically the predecessor. This is what I call him. I call him frickin' the daddy of Voidiger, considering he was the first shield boy in the Knights faction. Here's the thing. Conqueror's a one character with the shield, the full guard, that is delayed. Which is why you need to, like, bait people out to get it, or you need to time it. And the problem I have with this is, alright, so, I mean, I'm fine with the fact that for some reason he doesn't have it, but, oh yes, our lovely boy Warlord, I love this guy, does have it. I consider that fine, but then I see what Bulwark has, and the fact that you could pretty much have it so you don't have to hold that down at all whatsoever. You don't need to, you pretty much just throw it down and then, bam, flip them. Very easily. And, yeah, good old free damage for you. Good job. Yeah. I mean, the things that they could do to fix this, change it to where it's like Conqueror's speed of throwing it down, and kind of have a thing where it's similar to Conqueror, where it does require some skilled timing, and then it's an actual, might need a bit of tuning to the damage. I'm not sure how that would turn out, how good or bad that would still be, but it would still be more skillful. I mean, anytime I get one of them uppercuts off, I feel pretty skilled. Alright, sorry for the pause, but whenever I get one of them uppercuts, I feel pretty skilled. I feel like I'm a pretty good conqueror. Especially since I usually get it from baits and stuff like that. I don't just hold it down or something. I do get it off of some pretty nice baits and such. But the thing is, though, is there's another thing they could do, right? And that would be, let me think, make Bulwark deflect timing. So I have to throw that down at a very, very precise timing. Which I have a feeling nobody's going to want to do and would be hard to implement, so the better solution would be just nerf, like, you can keep the, frickin' what it does and all that, but this is the only change. Nerf to damage, and maybe even what it can flip, like, say it can't flip bashes anymore, or it can't flip, like, I don't know, unblockables anymore or something, or both, like it can do both now. And I get that's probably not the idea anyone would like, because, you know, people just like this boy too much, I know it already. But still, though, he does need that nerf, because it's way too easy to be a good Voidiger, because all you'd really need to do is turtle up a bit. And I mean, you can prove me wrong in the comments, but I don't know. I don't have Voidiger myself, I haven't played against people, and I'm not planning to. But if I am wrong, do tell me. I get that this might not be nearly as effective in 4v4 modes, but I don't use my easy soft feint, my really nice soft feinting Kensei skills in 4v4 play, now do I? No. Nor do I use my full shinobi combos in 4v4 modes. No, I don't do that. I mean, that's the same thing can be said with literally every character. You don't use really, like, in-your-face attacks when you're not playing, when you don't need to play your best, you don't play your best. I don't see people freaking hard feinting and trying to mix you up unless they get caught in a duel with you. It just makes sense. But yeah, if he doesn't need a nerf and I don't know, then do tell. Or if it's not a problem on PC, then maybe it needs a bit of tuning on console, considering the fact that console has that 30 FPS that we don't get the luxury to be able to not easily, but much better parry Orochi lights, or, I don't know, maybe actually react to them. But that's besides the point. getting on to what JJ needs. He needs a bit of a nerf, but only to things that I will demonstrate here, alright? It's not a big thing. I mean, some people would probably say it is, but it's not. And here, hold on. You need to change to this and that. That's it. You're probably thinking, well, why is this? Or you're probably trying to argue with me that no, that's not. No. Well, first of all, Daoshi's Swirl is a free heavy in exchange for a parry. Now, I've got no problem with this, except for the fact that this is a heavy for heavy trade here. You can't react to this heavy coming your way when it's parried, so yeah, it just comes out. There's no way you can react to that, and it's free anyway. The second one isn't, but the first one is. It is not reactable. The first one, and basically just the swirls, like, and you're probably thinking, well, why is this? This is why I call JJ the new safest boy in the game. Because watch, this guy gets close to me, wham. And I get this freaking back dodge, so. Yeah, see? I can just back dodge out stuff I don't know how to parry and then just whack. Now, I get it might not hit every time with the Sifu swirl, except think about this, alright? So this stands, alright, it dodges back. Okay, that's fine. It regains stamina. Okay, that's fine. But then if you go to try to get them out of this stance, if they were to say, I don't know, just stick in it, well, they can whip you in the face with a free heavy. You're probably thinking, well, why does this make him safer than, say, of course, what everyone says is the safest character in the game, Shinobi? Well, think about this. You get a pretty much free backstep dodge by just spamming this. Okay, yeah, but what about the fact that Shinobi's freaking got a backflip and the best dodge in the entire game anyway? Well, is JJ an assassin with the lowest health in the game statistically as of right now? No, he's not. He's a heavy with probably a lot more health than most of the characters, except for maybe, I don't know, big meat boy Shigoki over there. I mean, like, think about it. This guy does not need, like, this being so fast and doing as much damage as it does. I mean, if they nerf... All I'm saying is, like, drop the damage to these lightning speed heavies, and then he's fine. But I'd still say this is a lot safer than Shinobi's crap. I mean, I've actually had a friend, he's gone back and played a couple of different characters. Every time he played him, he's like, oh man, I want Sifus. Just because, and I've had some crap pulled on me with Sifus a lot before. Alright, anyway, on to a boy who I will get into, and I'll explain a bit why. But that is Shaolin. Just give me a sec. I'm going to boot up a thing where I play Shaolin now. The only problem I'd say Shaolin has is right now he's like on the lower tier. I'm a good Shaolin. That's a pretty good Shaolin. My mic was glitching out, I'm sorry about that, but I'm a pretty good Shaolin, like from naturally, and I have dueled a friend. It's not like I'm just saying this and you take my word for it. Also, I found a pretty neat thing for all you Shaolin mains. Is this. Just way better a teabag than anything I've seen on this boy. And it can glitch out, so if you want to very much mess with your friends, then there you go. But the problem here is key stands can be entered through any light or heavy attack, yes. But here's the problem with it. It acts like Highlander's offensive stance. And you're probably thinking, well, what's the problem with this? Well, the fact that you're standing still, unlike Highlander's stance where you can dash out of stuff, you're pretty much stuck there. And, I mean, the only reason I'm such a natural Shaolin is I just pop someone in the face, and then if I do pull out the good old friendly key stance, I like immediately will throw something out. Which is the problem with key stance, I'd say, is the fact that you'd have to almost near immediately pull something out to actually use it. Which I think isn't a good idea. And I'm going to make sure, yeah, I can't dodge, I can't even move. The only thing I can do is move a guard. So, here. Let me say. Alright. Not change opponent, hold on. Opponent settings. Yeah, I bought level 1. Alright. Go into Sifu's. See? Alright. I'm gonna wait for an attack. I can't do anything about that. And I get you're not gonna be waiting in Sifu's for that long, but I mean, you could easily forget something or not know what to do. So, I mean, I guess what you could do to fix this is have it so either he doesn't require key stance to. Wait, actually, now I'm thinking about it. That reminds me of something. If this freaking bot would, nope, I'm out of stamina. Hold on. The thing I like that Monkey Man has is, nope, that ain't it. That. I mean, that's just pretty cool, I think. But the problem with him is like, most, okay, so the thing is with most characters that aren't going to really get many attacks in, they have something that's an opener or would be like, I don't know. This is what I'm trying to say though. Alright, so, this boy's light attacks are pretty reactable. They're not, because if you look at them, they're not that fast. Hold on. But, not that fast, and they're pretty easy to react to. Yeah. That's pretty apparent. The thing is, if this is going to be your only way into doing most of your moveset, that's not exactly good. And I bet that's what everyone talks about with Shaolin, the fact that it's not easy to access his moveset. But this is an easy fix, just, I don't know, speed up his lights or something, but... Or you could just fix this yourself and just light tap, like, out of nowhere. Or try to, I don't know, throw a light from behind somewhere and just whip something out of them. Or if you're lucky enough to get a side tap, wait, get them with that triple tap. But that's the only tweaks and changes I really think are needed. Except for maybe, I don't know, make Warden a actual good character. I mean, I get before you get mad at me saying, oh, well, the reworked it. No, he's still got a basic moveset and a pretty, like, it's just a dull moveset. I don't care what you say about, I don't know, he's got, like, good mix-up potential. I don't care, alright? I got better mix-up potential with freaking Kensei, with freaking Tiandi, and even with Raider on this guy. I don't care. And I fucking hate the Warden bandwagon, because Warden isn't that fun of a character, not for me at least. And anyway, he's not even the best Vanguard in the game. And hell, I'd say, like, probably my favorite character to play. I don't know, I'd have to say it's either freaking Raider, Shinobi, maybe Shaman. And before you get on me saying that bitch is cancerous, it's Voidiger now. Or Shigoku after that rework, because he's pretty powerful, I guess, but honestly, I much prefer anything but Warden, because Warden's not that fun to me. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.